Hello, friends. This is Linda Hicks with Scrap Stars Paper Crafting, and it is Sunday Paper Fun. I have a couple projects for you today that are so cute. So, one is a little pocket holder thing that you could use as a treat thing, or you could also use it as a gift card holder. And the second one is a gorgeous stand-up card. So let's get started. And I'm so excited that you guys are joining me today. Let's turn this around. Whoa! All right. Let's see. And move that up. There we go. This is the paper that I've been using. I used it for last week's beautiful, it's Traditions of Christmas or Christmas Traditions. I can't remember, but it's a gorgeous paper pack, and I think you can kind of see the gold that's in this paper, and then on the back side it's a complementary color. There's some of it is green. I didn't bring the whole paper pack over again, but you can look it up on my online store. It is so beautiful paper. All right, this one is going to be a cute little treat holder or a gift card holder. And I wanted to just show you, because this is on sale right now for Black Friday sale, the trimmer, our paper trimmer. And so I'm going to trim this at 6 inches. And you know what I love about this? It's got this little stopper here. If you're going to just do right at 6, this is your arm extender, so you can extend this out larger, so it won't do this if you extend it out. But if you're just going up to 6 by 6, it has this little lip here. It grabs it, so you get a perfect 6 by 6. I just thought that was so clever on their part. And the other thing, it has a scoring tool, which, I got a slow connection, so I hope this isn't going to be a problem, but I have a scoring tool and a cutting blade on here, and I use the scoring. It just makes it so much easier not to move it to another scoring board. I can just do it all, cut and score all here in one place. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut this at 6 inches. And so now I have 2 pieces that are 6 by 6, and that's what I need for my project that we're going to do today. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is score at 5/8, 1 and 5/8, and if you remember, that is one little. These are all these. There's little lines. The tiniest lines are the 16th, and then the next longer lines are the 8th. So if you go up to 1.5, and then just go, you have 2 little lines, but you want to go to that longer line right there and bring it up. And I'm going to score it at 1 and 5/8 on this side. Then I'm going to turn it. I'm going to score it at 1 and 5/8 again on this side. And make sure I have it. There's 1.5 and 5/8. I'm kind of looking over my camera, so it makes it kind of fun to try to see what I'm actually doing. All right, so there we go. And look at my fingernails. Aren't these fun? My granddaughter came over. I don't usually do a whole lot with my nails, but I love it. And I might do something more now that it's Christmas time. Anyway, so now the next thing is, so you got a score line on this, 1 and 5/8, a score line on this side, 1 and 5/8, and then you want to score it again on the, okay, so you have score on this side, score on this side, then you're going to turn it, and you're going to score it at 2. Okay, yeah, my granddaughter came over, and for the whole day, because the school was out, and we painted our nails and made some Christmas projects. It was so much fun. I always love spending time with her. Okay, so I'm going to just move this out of the way for the moment, because I think we're going to use it again, maybe. But so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my bone folder that was here. There it is. I like to move things around so I never can find anything. All right, so we'll bend this like this and bone fold it here. Love this paper. I just so love this paper. And bend it here and score it. And then I'm going to bend this side up like this. This is super, super simple. And you guys, you can make these really fast and they're just so cute. Now, to add a little interest and decor, I am going to just take right here to the score line. I'm going to bend this up. Now this, I might have to move my head in a little bit so I can see, but I'm going to bend this even with that score line on this side right here. And press it down. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm going to just bend. Now this is not the part that we brought up at 2 inches. This is the longer part, so it's 4 inches tall. I'm going to take this and just bend this. Let's see if I'm in the camera. I am. That is good. I'm going to just take this and bend this right here to that score line and bring it down like that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead. How am I going to do this? Okay, so I'm going to bend these back now like this. Now that I've got my score line that I actually did with my fingers. And that's going to give it a little bit of interest. So there we go. Okay. So it has like a little collar on it. Isn't that cute? Okay, and if you don't like the collar on it, you can just tuck these babies inside like that. And you can just have a little pointy thing like that instead of the collar. But I think the collar looks cute, so I'm going to go ahead and pop mine out. And then I'm going to adhere this with some Stampin' Seal right here. I might have to use glue. There we go. Get my Stampin' Seal glowing. And I'm going to put this on this edge here too. There we go. Still in the camera? Good. I am staying in the camera today. I'm so proud of myself. I'm going to bend that down, bend this down, and then I'm going to seal that like that. Okay. Could have probably bent this a little bit more here to get it more flush with my sides. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to pop this side up. Now you could have a triple, I'm going to put a little adhesive just to hold these little guys down. I'm going to put one there and one there. There we go. Now I could pop this up, and I do like our seal, but I am going, because I want this to, it's a pocket, and I want it to hold really well because I might put some treats in there. So I'm going to actually use some tear tape because I think that's really super strong, and it's skinny too along the edges, so if I wanted to use this as a third pocket I could, and I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to take my little Picket tool, take this thing off. I'll tell you, I love this Picket tool, but my favorite part isn't so much this part, although I use it constantly. I love this tiny little shovel because when I make mistakes on my scrapbooking pages, like if I put the picture down on the wrong place or something, I can just move this cute little shovel down underneath and loosen that adhesive, and it's just such a lifesaver for me because I don't know about you, but I am constantly making mistakes and I need all the help I can get. Okay, let's rub that down a little bit so the adhesive stays on there. There we go. Pop that off. Okay, I'm going to stick this back on. Now I'm sticking to the score tape. Okay, so, and then if you didn't want a third pocket, you could also put a little piece of adhesive here. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring this up right like that and press really good to get that nice on there. So there is our cute little pocket. And like I said, you've got a pocket here. So let me show you. Where'd my little card go? I like to cover everything up when I'm working on stuff too. So, well, we got this little piece of scrap paper here, so we'll use that. Let's see, where is my, here we can use this because I had a little decoration here. But, so you have a pocket here, and you got another pocket here. So you could put like a little note in there. Oh, here's my little note. I knew I'd find it. I had it all ready to go. So you can put a little note in there and put your treats on top, or you could just seal that one and only have two. Just depends. So I'm going to put a little note here, and then I've got some cute little treats I'm going to put in my bigger pocket. I'm going to stick those in here like that, and open up this pocket here. I mean, there's so many ways. And then you got a couple little treats, you got a little note thing, and you still have room. Oh, maybe. The snowman is huge. Get in there. Oh, I'm getting caught on my other, there we go. Put my little snowman in there, put another little snowman in here. There we go. Got my little note, and then you have another pocket behind that you can stick a gift card in. Let's see if I can get it. So you have like 3 pockets. So if you wanted to stick your gift card in there too, you could, or you could just stick your gift card in here, put your little thing here. I mean, there's just so many ways that you can do this. But so you have one pocket, and then you could use this as a pocket as well. And then you have a third pocket. Personally, I'm only going to use 2 pockets. I'm going to use my one for my little gift card or my little candies, and then one for my little note here. So I'm going to stick those back in there, or vice versa. You could put your little card in there, and then this can go in here. So, and we could put a little piece of ribbon on this. I think that would make it look really cute too. And I brought in some little extra things that I could use. Thought I'd cut this cute little flower off right here. This is also from the Designer Series paper. I just love this paper. It's just, there's a die cut that goes with it that cuts these out. This was at the end of the page, but I don't throw this stuff away because like I can use this cute little flower to decorate on my little note here. So let's go ahead and, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on there like that. And maybe put a little ribbon. Probably didn't need one this quite this big, but I could put that around. Yeah, I might put that around like that. I could do a longer one and tie it and hold it all together, kind of like that. So that's project 1. Let's see, I think I like it with the ribbon tied around down here. Hold all my little cute things together. And of course you could put some adhesive on this, on your ribbon, to hold your ribbon a little better. So, oops, I knocked my flower off. I'm just having lots of fun with this ribbon. Okay, let's tie this, just a little knot in this ribbon. There we go. There. So I have a little ribbon. Let's put some more adhesive on there. I don't think I got any adhesive on there. There we go. And I could also do a little pop dot with my little note here, and then I can pull this out and sign it or say something special on there too. So let's put that back down in there. There you go. So that's project 1. What do you think? I love it. I just think these are so cute. I have like 3 grandsons that are grown, and they're all married. So I love to make little things like this for either like table treats or for their gift cards even, you know, make a little fun thing for their gift cards. So, all right, that's project 1. Let's clear all this out and we'll do project 2, which is a card. Oh, and I didn't even tell you about this cute little note thing that I have here. This says, just for you. It's the stamp set, the words, Christmas word stamp set that goes with the Christmas paper. And I love this because it has one of the words, it has Merry Christmas and sending you love and joy and all kinds of things, but it has just for you, and I just think that's cute because you can use that for just any occasion, just to send a card or a little gift or whatever. All right, so let's move on to the next card. The other thing that I used is this. I love this. This is Everyday Arches dies, and you can see I just love nesting dies because you can do so many things with them. And as you can see, I made a little tag with this, but I'm also going to do something a little different with this card that I did. I am going to use this piece here, and I cut that out of 2 of the nesting dies. Just love these little nesting dies. They just come in handy, and you can even use like the smaller ones for sentiments to put on cards. Just a really handy little die. Okay, the other thing I'm going to use with this card is this really pretty embossing folder. I forget what it's called, plaid something, and I just like it because it just adds some extra interest. And don't you love those dies? Because doesn't that look like arched windows in a church? I mean, that would be really pretty to make like a stained glass window kind of thing. There's just so many things you could do with this. All right, so let's make this card. I got all the pieces already pre-cut. This was another card that I did in my in-person class. This was the card that we did, and it stands up. It's a fun fold. It stands up like this. So let me turn it so you can see there. So it kind of stands up like that. It's just a really pretty little showy card. And so we're gonna make it, but I changed it a little bit for this video, and I used those arch dies. I just love this. So let's go ahead and get this together, and I'll give you the directions for it. Let's see if I can clean my spot off a little bit better. Okay, so this is 11 by 5 in, 4 in, let's see, I don't have it on my right measuring, 4.5, 4.25, there we go, 4.25 by 11, ta-da. And I scored it at 5.5, and then I actually scored it this way, so let me give you the measurements this way. I scored it at 5.5, and then I scored it at 8.25 to make that flip so it would stand up like that. Okay, so we're gonna fold this, and I'm going to fold this down like this. And then let's see what pieces I have in my little envelope. This is going to go on the inside for my sentiment. So let's go ahead and just put that on now. And you could also decorate it a little bit with one of these. Like I could cut another little flower out and kind of put it on here. But let me show you how I did this card for my class. So then I put that on the inside. Then I have these 2 pieces that I cut out of the everyday arches. Now, the one thing when you want to do embossing, cut first and then emboss second, so that you have those nice, because if you run it through the machine to cut it, after you emboss it, you're going to flatten all your beautiful embossings. And these are 3D, so some of them will still show, but you want them nice and crisp and really pretty. So, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on. This was just one of the arch dies, and then this was the next step up in size. And I'm gonna line this up so that it's kind of centered. the best I can without being able to see too well. And I'm going to bend this up just a little bit to get some more adhesive on there. Oops. And we'll tuck that under. I love that. Nobody knows anything unless you tell them. All right, so then I am going to just use my beautiful pattern paper, same pattern paper that I used for that cute little pouch. And I'm going to just put some adhesive on the front here. It looks like I got 2 pieces on there. So, and then I'm going to put this on here. And oh, should I give you the size of this? Yes, I should. This is 2.5 by 4. And I love this designer paper because of the gold in it. And then this ribbon isn't part of this, it's part of another one, but it's available. I just thought it looked really good with this. I like green because they had these gold flecks and it matches so well with this red, you know, with the gold in this pattern paper. All right, let's move this so I got it a little better centered. There we go. Put that on there. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. I'm going to line it up the way I want it, but I do not want to put adhesive on this part because I want this to stand up. So just on the bottom part, am I going to be putting adhesive? And then I'm going to go ahead and center it right here. I just realized that, whoops, maybe down a little bit more. There we go. I think that looks good. I just realized that I have gold flecks on my fingers too, so I matched the paper perfectly. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this right on top. Now, like I said, these are actually a whole piece of paper, a 12 by 12 sheet, and then the Christmas greenery stamp and die, that one I have right here, is this. I love this because it not only cuts out from the paper, but it gives you the stamp so that you can stamp it and color in your own as well, which I think is so cool. And then this cute little poinsettia fits right into this. You can stamp this, put that in there, and then color your other parts in there. Or even, well, actually, you can stamp and put all of these parts in there. How cool is that? So the other reason I like it, because of the dies that come with it, it has this beautiful fern die, and I'm like got dies all over here. And I also have this leaf die, and then it has these 2, oh, I could have put holly on my little thing. Maybe I'll cut out a couple pieces of holly and put some holly berries on there, but it has 2 little holly things on there, and then all the dies for the little flowers. And then of course I had to get 2 of the magnetic sheets to fit all of these things on here because there was just so many, a bow. There's just so many cute little things in this thing. But these extra pieces that come with this set, the dies, the extra dies are just beautiful. I love having this fern and then the leaves because you can use those with so many different things. And then just the cute little, this could be a birthday card, sympathy card. I mean, you could do so many things with this after Christmas even. So, all right. So now I'm going to use some dimensionals. Oh, let's see where those are. And I'm almost at the end. I think I was at the end the last time. I go through these like really fast. So I'm going to go ahead and cut. Oh, I'm off camera. So what I do is when I get to the point where I have all my dimensionals are gone, I just go ahead and start cutting off the edge so there's no waste to this at all, which is, I don't like to waste. I like to use every little bit of everything I have. So I'm going to put a dimensional there, a dimensional there, dimensional there. I like dimensionals. I'm just going to go crazy here. And a dimensional there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and just take this off of the back side here. I could use my Picket tool, but I actually can do this pretty easily with the dimensionals. Okay, so before I do that, I have this really pretty ribbon, and I'm just gonna go ahead and like loop it like that. So let me do some gluing here on this, and maybe a little other ribbon too, get it to stick good, and kind of have it so that it's like that, and glue that like that, and then my dimensionals will also hold it together too. So then I'll put that on there like that. So that will look, I think that looks pretty good. That loop a little bigger, and then I'm going to try to center my flower on here. Yeah, it kind of looks like a stained glass. Even with this embossing folder, it kind of looks like a stained glass type thing in the background with this pretty flower. All right, so this is the front of the card, and this is the one I did in my in-person class. So you can see they're pretty similar. The only thing is I used the arch dies for this one. Then on the inside, I'm going to go ahead. This comes with the other set. These little beautiful, aren't they? They do like have this little pop out thing. So this is what I did was I cut this out in gold because I just love it in gold. But then I trimmed just on the edges of this, and that's what this is. It's the same die. I cut it out in the die, and then look, it fits right inside that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so I'm not going to put my white part on yet because I need to stamp it, and I didn't bring my stamps for words over here, of course, because why would I do that? So I am going to go ahead and take some more dimensionals. Let's see, I might end up using all of these today. I don't know. And just let it pop up a little bit so that it catches the card. And then what I'm going to do is I'll stamp this and then put this on my card after so that I can go ahead and, so that, because I wouldn't be able to stamp it with it raised up. So now, first off, okay, I'm going to go ahead and bend this to where I want it to be. And I think I want it standing up pretty good. I'm going to try to see if I can get this so that, yep, so that it's kind of in the middle. And I think I did. And so there's that. And then I was going to, I'll stamp this first, and then I'll put this in the center all stamped. And the last thing I'll do, just add a little more interest. I could use either the red side, which I really like, or I could use some of that really pretty pattern paper. This is just a tiny, this was a scrap from the paper, and it's like maybe, it's 1/4 of an inch by 4. And boy, I can't decide if I like the red, because it really brings out the red stuff, but I just love this nice subtle. And what did I do on here? I just did the subtle. See, this was just a scrap, but isn't that pretty? Just adds a little bit more to my pretty card. So I think I'll do the red on this side. Oh, but I love that gold. Nope, I'm going to do the gold. Oh, maybe not, because my adhesive says no, we want the other side. Oh, I'll do the red. Decisions. These are like hard decisions to make. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this at the bottom just to add a little interest. I got a lot of glue on there. Okay, and I'm going to bring that up a little bit here. Although I need some room to sign the card, so maybe I should bring it down a little more. There we go. And make that even there. Like that. Move that just a little. There we go. So now my card is all done. And I hope that you guys love this card. Isn't this beautiful? These are such pretty, pretty cards. And I will see you next Sunday. Wow. Okay, there's a lot going on as far as sales. We have a Black Friday sale going on right now that has blender markers and all kinds of stuff on sale. really cheap blender markers. I mean, they're regularly like $11. You get 2 markers in a package, a dark shade and a light shade, which is really nice when you're doing shading. But they're $6.60. They're like they're not half off, but pretty close to half off. Great buy on the blend. Yeah. So and that ends December 1st. On December 1st, it starts, of course, to get the best variety, because as they sell out, they're, you know, if you want what you want, if there's certain ones you want, you got to get up while the getting's good, because otherwise they sell out. But the other special that's coming up, the Cyber Monday, is December 1st. They are going to start this thing with Paper Pumpkin. And if you love making quick, easy cards, the kits come with absolutely everything in them. They have a stamp pad. I didn't bring all this stuff for it. It comes with a little stamp pad. It has a little teeny tiny, let's see if I have one right here. I don't. A little stamp set with it. It comes with everything you need. Everything in the box that you need. You can just take the box someplace, and if you're sitting and waiting for your kid at school, you can just sit in the car and make cards. I mean, it's so easy. They have adhesive in there. All I would say you would need is some scissors, but even that, they have punch out stuff for you. So normally I don't even need scissors, but I like to always have them just in case I need them. Anyway, so it's a great deal. Those are going on sale for the subscription. It's a 3-month, 6-month, or a year, and for each one you get like a bigger discount. So, well, more of a discount because you're getting it more time. But anyway, so it's a great deal. If you like Paper Pumpkin or you like our kits, I would definitely look into it while it's on sale. And the other thing with Paper Pumpkin too, like they kind of give you a preview before the order. They have like a cutoff line on the 10th of the month, 9th or 10th of the month, and they kind of give you a preview so you know what's going to be in it, because some people just want to do cards, and if you don't think you're going to like a certain set or whatever, because they kind of give you hints. They don't show you what's in there, but they give you hints. If you think that you know that you're not going to want it, you can hold that kit for that month, and then they prorate it, so you skip that month, but you'll get credit for all of the months that you paid for. So they'll just skip that month and make it for the other month. So anyway, all right, let me get the other little goodie that we made today out, just so you can see it. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. Okay, so thanks guys for joining me. I'll see you next Sunday. And I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday. Bye-bye. And be safe.